Good morning, VeeFriends. This is the VeeFriends daily comic stream. Waiting on the TikTok chat here. 1 second. We're live on TikTok, Instagram. Are we live on Instagram? Let's go live on Instagram. YouTube, what's up? Corso's over in the chat. Doing a little bit different view today. If you're not familiar with the show, this is the Daily Comics show from VeeFriends. VeeFriends is over 280 characters designed to make positivity louder, make soft skills cool. Gratitude, kindness, patience. Created by Gary Vaynerchuk. That's the man himself there. You might know him as Gary V, hence the name VeeFriends. He put the V in VeeFriends. We've got the VeeFriends trading card game. We've got the minis, which I'm about to open one or a few here in a minute. And this is the Daily Comics stream. I draw the Daily Comics. I'm DJ Coffman, the cartoonist here at VeeFriends. Good morning, everybody over in the chat. Ruthless Rob, Twitter, Tweeter Comics, Steve's Woodworking, Hot Tomboy, Keith, Alex, Green Dog, Corso's in the chat. What is up? Good morning. Good morning. Right on. I'm doing a little bit of a different setup this morning. Good morning over on Instagram. I see you over there too. Sorry, I'm not in portrait mode today. I just wanted to go widescreen. So over on the new YouTube channel, by the way, we have the new YouTube channel here. Get over there. But again, I'm going to be drawing some comics live. Say hello in the chat. I'll be looking at your comments, and if you have any questions, I could maybe answer them, maybe not. But first things first, let's open up some of these minis. I got this awesome vending machine from the minis team. So we're going to go ahead and try to pull out first one of the day. There's a green one. Let's open this up and see what's going on inside of this. This is a little pencil topper collectible. Could you guys hear a little background music? I didn't change my mic. Well, we did a little bit of technical stuff, Helmet, but does it sound okay? Yeah. I did not broadcast through OBS this morning, just so you know. I'm broadcasting through the StreamYard studio. Spin it. Okay. This is Mojo Mouse Bubblegum to start the day. And then we've got a few others. I'll open up some more. Let me set my timers here. We've got all different types. I usually open about 5 per stream, every 15 minutes or so. Ruthless Rob says, sounds way better. That's great. We also like the horizontal view rather than the other view. I know over on Instagram you're going to get a widescreen view, but it just is what it is. I can't make all the platforms perfect. And over on TikTok, well, you guys are just the secondary camera for me. So no offense, TikTok. I love you, but it's pretty much the only thing I'm using you for. I just like the view, getting the audience, new people involved. So if you're cruising in and out, check us out on the new YouTube channel for sure. Okay, warm-up time. Yeah, there's 2 options that I can stream with in case anyone's. I can go directly through the Restream Studio or OBS. I've been publishing through OBS these streams, and it's kind of starting to get like technical difficulties. I could probably even go live on Twitch right now. Let me see about that. Let me just let me break this stream real quick now that we got it working. That's how we do. Let's just toggle that on and see what happens. Maybe we'll go live on Twitch again, you know? Cool. Great. Craig, the coffee is hot for sure. always forget that my warm-up is actually in here. I've got some news this morning I will get to in a minute as soon as I can get this warm-up going. Okay. There we go. So yesterday was Tidy Troll. Today, by popular demand, we're gonna do a rare robot. I have drawn rare robot in the past, but it's been requested in the chat. A lot of rare robot fans. I'm gonna do that as my warm-up today. I haven't really. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't drawing already today. So this is not, this is not a proper warm-up. But I'm gonna do how I do every time. I start real small. Hey, good morning, Elizabeth, over on Instagram. Good morning, everybody over there. Sally, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the VeeFriends daily comic stream. This is my warm-up session here. Someone asked what I'm drawing with. I'm drawing on an iPad Pro inside of an app called Procreate. And this is an Apple Pencil. This thing is a mini. If you put these minis on, artists out there, if you put these minis on your pencil, it just instantly makes you draw better. I'm kidding, but you never know. It could be true too. You never know. So get the minis and try it. If you search VeeFriends Minis on eBay, it's probably the easiest way that you're going to be able to find a batch of minis. But anyways, I'm gonna get to this. What I usually do here is just a small sketch, figure out where the feet go. We're just gonna make him like that. That's good. That's good enough for a small composition sketch. We'll blow that up. We'll fade that out. That's why we have to bring back the little troll doll heads. Yeah. All right. YouTube's working. Everything's working this morning. Beautiful. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Hey, Katie, good morning. Good morning over on X. We got 147 people watching now across all of our channels. Appreciate you guys hanging out with VeeFriends. I hope, like I say, I repeat it a lot in these streams, but hope you're starting your day with something positive. VeeFriends is definitely a positive vibe. Well, yesterday was really busy internally. We had a lot of Gary's on fire right now with some stuff, so he's coming in hot, and lots of cool ideas for stuff. There, I'm not going to give away anything, but comics will definitely be a big thing. So I'm excited about that. Excited about that a lot. His head's a little thicker than that, so we're gonna make it bigger. Someone asked how long I've been drawing. I've been drawing for 1,000 years. No, I've been drawing. There's two ways I answer that question. Number one, I've been drawing my entire life as far as I can remember. So at least drawing Garfield out of newspapers. That's probably how I first started to learn how to draw, was tracing comic strips out of newspapers. And but professionally, I didn't get my first paying jobs until 1998. That's when I consider, when I first started to become a professional cartoonist. 1998. Then I did it for 13 years full time. Bunch of different things I did, hustling out there. A lot of people in the community are collecting old cards and things I drew for Star Wars and Marvel, but I did a lot of comics. I was just basically doing anything I could. Uh, where is it? Gosh darn it! I gotta show you something. Where did it go? There it is. You'll never find this anywhere, by the way. Here's an example. I just pulled this out as an example for Gary and the team yesterday. This was a mini comic we did back in 2002. Brian Lynch and I. Brian Lynch created Ape Dude and his Angry Naked Comics. Now, Brian Lynch went on to create The Secret Life of Pets movie. We used to joke back then when he was Hollywood's Brian Lynch, part of the New Jersey View Askew crew, that we'd call him Hollywood's Brian Lynch. And he went on to, I won't show too much of this because some of it's kind of edgy, let's say. But yeah, it's kind of dated too. But yeah, some of the language in here is not appropriate. But yeah, it was fun, these little mini comics and stuff that we did. You'll never be able to find one of these because, well, they're very rare. They're very rare robots. I got them in my attic, though. I got some. But yeah, I used to basically just work for hire, like any artist, any writer that was out there that needed an artist, and I would undercut all of the competitor artists like a pirate. I'd be like, "What's their page rate? Oh, okay. I'll do it for $50 a page. Let's go." And there's a lot of writers out there in the comic book world that there's a lot of writers out there in the comic book world that were trying to break in, and they needed artists, so like they would pay mercenaries like me to draw their little 12-page pitches and stuff like that. So I did tons of that stuff out there. This is a good looking robot already. I like to draw robots anyways. So that's yeah, that's kind of my journey. Let's see if the cat's gonna. Oh my gosh, we've got a Peach up there. She's come to join us to hang out. It's been a long time. She's not been happy. This office has been dirty for a while, so she just doesn't like it. Now it's clean. She loves the clean office and hanging out and watching me draw. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with the Peach back there. Now if she starts attacking me on stream, that'll be funny. That'll be good content. Yeah, anyways. That's how long I've been drawing. It's a long answer to a question. Let me see. Stan, I was here again. You, him, this time around. I was here again. Sorry, I'm trying to scan through these chats real quick here. Have you ever designed concert or tour posters for brands? I have. Hayes Reagan, I used to work for a band called the Flowbots out of Denver, Colorado. I did that for a couple years with my friends, the Flowbots. So I did their tour posters. I did their merch. I love tour posters. You might see a few, Pearl Jam, some rare Pearl Jam posters back there. And then up top, there's some, I won't point the camera up, but yeah, it's just tour posters all around here. I love the Ames Bros, the Ames Brothers, some of my favorite concert poster people. Love those guys. Matt Kick loves the Flowbots. Awesome. The Flowbots are still around. They had that one-hit wonder there, that handlebars, but they're still some of the best. Listen, Johnny Five. What an incredible MC. And he can rap in 6 different languages. People don't know that. That mofo can rap in 6 languages. And what a good dude. He's involved. I forget the name of the charity that he's a nonprofit that he's working with out there, but what a good group of people. By the way, you might not have ever noticed Rare Robot, but his hands, you might see that, is a V. Don't know if you ever realized that. I don't know if it was intentional or not. Probably. Maybe not. But I like it. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Do I like 21 Pilots? I'm sure I'm okay with them. I can't think of a song off the top of my head. If I heard them, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just scroll through these chats. Good crowd this morning. We got 203 people watching. The stream's going good. I'm hoping there's no annoying buzzing. Oh, that's like, you know. Do I animate my characters? If so, what app? I don't animate the characters. The animations you see are done by some internal people. Like sometimes we have like Chris Slavin, we've got Ali Castro, we've got some not outsourced but freelancers. Becky, I don't know Becky's last name to be honest with you. Becky and WeSent, they do a lot of those little animated things that you have. My wife just texted to say no buzz today. She's my technical support. Thank you. After the stream the other night, she came busting in here. She's like, we got to fix this buzz. And she like went behind the computer and undid all the cords. And we did remove one cord that was back there that was hanging out. I don't know. I'm a cartoonist, man. You know, I try my best. Sometimes the streams are going to go well. Sometimes they're not. This one seems to be going pretty good. I'm using the regular old StreamYard studio or Restream Studio instead of going through OBS. OBS was starting to be some problems with me, and I was just like, all right. Okay. 21 Pilots. I don't know. Can't play it. We'll get banned. Oh, I can actually share your comments now too on the screen with this. I like this better. I kind of like this better, to be honest. Did your team like the idea of Velcro patches on the hats? I haven't had time to tell them that. That was yesterday. You said that, right? I wrote it down. Oh, there's so much. There's so much going on. It's like sometimes it's just like buckle up. It could be quiet for a minute, and then it just becomes a very busy day. Hey, let's open up a mini. That's a mini sound. Let's go ahead and try to pull right out of here. Sorry, Peach. That's okay. We got a blue one. We got a blue one. Oh, there, blue one. Versus a. Nope. See, I discard the ones that are already see-through. We want the blind ones, so we're gonna do purple versus blue. Peach is like having a ride back there. Light blue versus purple in the chat. Do it. I'm gonna wait for a second for the YouTube to catch up. Blue versus purple in the chat. We got a blue. We got a blue. We got a purple. We got a blue. We got a blue from Alicia. Hello. How are you driving and right at the same purple? Don't wreck. Purple. Oh my gosh. Purple wins. Wow, guys. That was from across all 3 channels: TikTok, Instagram, X. We're doing a multiple. Never knew you had tats. Oh yeah, I'm sleeved up. This is Wally Wood's 22 panels that always work. Gotta look that up. Actually, I missed my old screen. My old iPad had it. Let's see what's in here. The game that I play here myself is I try to knock off the last VeeFriend, which was Mojo Mouse Bubblegum. Kind of a weak one, you know. Oh boy, instant. We've got the sloth. This is oh, his attribute is escaping me at the moment. Sloth. Sensible? No, that's sommelier. This stumped me. I'm looking at the chat. Anybody? Let's go to sloth. Go to S. Selfless sloth. I don't know why my brain was going sensible sloth. That's a detailed, sensible, selfless. Sensible is sommelier. Sommelier is in my head. Gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna be 80 years old and be like, selfless, not sensible. Selfless. Selfless sloth wins the day. That's a cute one. I like that. All right, back to it. That was kind of the end of the warm-up time, but I'm having some fun here. Yeah, selfless sloth. The first thing that came to my head was sensible sloth. I'm like, no, it's not that. Get that out of your brain. I like this rare robot here. You know, that's sticker worthy or something in the future. All right, cool. Beat that mouse down. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, it it really did. It really did go. Oh man. All right. Next up. Almost 8:30. 8:30 we'll read the comic for today. And we'll do the shirt giveaway. By the way, I am aware there's like 5 shirt codes I got to get out. I got to email them to you guys. I have your names here. Yesterday got away from me, which was really funny because we were talking about, yesterday we were talking about this idea of sit do. Yeah, I know. Someone said, I like the mobile view better. It's like, well, sorry about that. You're going to just, watch on YouTube. That would be a good idea. Check your comments real quick. And TikTok, we've got different views over on the YouTube channel, just so you know. Yeah, so I was talking yesterday about discipline, kind of sitting and getting rid of all the distractions. Now, I didn't have I have no distractions that bothered me. I had a drawing club last night that I had to get to. I do that the last Tuesday every month in Pittsburgh. I just gather any artists that want to show up and talk and support each other and stuff like that. So it was a busy day, but yesterday got away with me. We were talking a lot. We did have some, I won't say needless meetings, but we had some surprise meetings. We did have surprise meetings yesterday. Had a lot of those, which led me down a rabbit hole of like thinking about all different types of planning and strategy and stuff. So I did get a little bit distracted yesterday, but that's okay because it's fun. It's exciting stuff. To where I wasn't really able to get a finished comic strip done yesterday in my plan. But as you will see shortly, I'm going to get rid of this. How do I erase that? Would be cool if we could throw minis at the ceiling like sticky hands. I like those sticky hands that used to walk down the wall. I just don't know if why don't they make those anymore? You should show the process vid of this one. Oh yeah, let's go back. Let's go. Thanks. Oh, I know why she said that. Because originally it was me. So let me just show you. Oh, jeez. All right, I'll show you. Talk a little candidly. Did I show this yesterday? I don't know. Yeah, I did. I did. We'll show it again. Video time-lapse replay. So originally the character was me. I sketched the dog talking to me because I was like, why am I not getting ahead on this comic strip? And so I actually penciled myself in, and then I was like, I don't want people to worry that I'm stressed out. I'm not. So I didn't want people to think that I'm watching Netflix or whatever all day. That's definitely not happening. So I was like, I don't want people do worry. You'd be surprised. Like people would be like, DJ, are you okay? And I'm like, dude, I'm fine. So I actually ended up taking myself out of there. And my wife was like, is this autobiographical? Am I the dog in here? Because she's like, I know why you're not getting comics done. You're doing this, you're doing that. So I was like, yeah, I guess, that's part of being a cartoonist. You kind of take from the life around you a little bit. But yeah. Brian Geronimo, that's right. He's the dapper Maxie. What's up? I thought about you yesterday when I was sketching this one out. Let's just do some inking on this one. I'm going to jump around because I got a lot of comics in the works, and then we're going to jump to a new one here. I'll try to. I'm not a week ahead. I do have writing ahead. We have some writing ahead. There's a lot of exciting stuff to talk about in the future too. Just can't really get there yet. Like someone got the Moonbug date, or when I say not say Moonbug, we have a YouTube kids TV show coming out. Now I'll talk about that for a minute, and that kind of leads right into what I'm going to talk about here in a second. Let's ink up Bulldog here, badass Bulldog, and then we'll jump to reading today's comic, give away a T-shirt, and then we'll talk about the YouTube Kids TV show. So the YouTube Kids TV show, you might have seen the preview of it. It definitely skews a little younger, like a little bit more for like kids on YouTube. And it's not like one of the repetitive shows where you repeat it over and over again, like a song or something like that. But it's produced by one of the best, who's running the best kids cartoons in the world right now. So, Coco Melon and all that stuff. The same people that make Coco Melon are making our TV show. So we've got these meetings, and it's awesome to be involved with that, be able to see this stuff before everyone else and review scripts and think about it. But and it's different. Like it's different. You might have seen the characters look a little bit different in the cartoon. But we're using a lot of their expertise at Moonbug, and that's part of. As a creator, I know that sometimes you need to allow other people the experts to actually do their job, and not try to put your own biases on top of it. Let's use the data, let's figure it out. Anyways, the characters look a little bit different, and the concepts are, they're teachable lessons. I think they're also a faster speed. So if you're an old man like me, I freak out when people are listening to audiobooks on fast speed. My son used to do that. Shout out Dylan. He'd be at the table listening to some kind of podcast, and it would be like, I was like, what the heck, man? I need to slow it down, bro. But yeah, I guess it's maybe the society that the brains are just working faster and fast speed, just absorbing everything. And I'm from the 90s, so I'm a kid from the 80s, so I gotta absorb my information slower and chill, But anyways, that's they're 3-minute episodes, So they go by pretty fast. A lot happens. There's a lot of action, and there's also like a lesson. Like I guess a lesson. It's not like a heavy lesson or anything like that. But it's fun. It's gonna be a fun show. Someone guessed the date or saw the date yesterday. I'm not going to confirm that date, but I'll say it's a good guess because I saw the people listening to the stream going, DJ said this, and I'm like, oh no, I never said a date. Yeah, the G.I. Joe comic versus the cartoon is much different. Thank you, Rocky. There you go. Look, I can put people's comments on the screen here. G.I. Joe comic versus cartoon is crazy different. Yes, indeed. There were two different types of animation, though. Not for the Moonbug or for the YouTube Kids show. It's definitely. Let's read the comic. It's time. Okay. Tyson's like, stop talking about that. Is it time? Is it up? Is it up on Instagram? That's what I do. It is. Great. So let's read today's comic. So I just want to say, and this is a little bit of alpha, but the characters will be different, a little bit different in the cartoon strip or in the animation. So you might see things that are happening in the comic strips for a little bit that are kind of will tie in and make more sense later on. So we've got here Dog, I made you something special. And it's Empathy Elephant running in here with obviously a magical necklace of some kind. And Dog's like, I'm sorry. Sorry, Empy. Can't talk right now. I'm in the zone. And this is something that came out of, by the way, this is something that came out of the animated type portion because it's really hard to call the characters in their long names. Empathy Elephant. We do that in the cartoon show, but like they start to call, like when they talk to each other, they might be like dog, cat, and then occasionally they'll be like their full name, right? So Empy is what kind of came out of that for the nickname of Empathy Elephant, just so you know. There's actually a big conversation about that. But he can't help, he's in his zone. So Empathy Elephant's now crying. Woohoo. You know. So, whoa, hey, why are you crying? Sorry. I thought you'd be excited about the gift. And then Dog's like, doggone it. I did it again. Don't be sorry. Sometimes I'm so dialed in, I forget to make time for my friends or take a break. I know this. This is another thing. I'm really aligned with Dialed In Dog because I'm dialed in a lot. It's really easy for me to bless my wife because she understands. She often won't give me a problem. She'll kind of give me a coffee, which is great. He's like, and that's why Empathy Elephant made. So Empathy Elephant is making these things. That's why I made this for you. It's a custom mood necklace, and yours is set to remind you to chill when you get too dialed in. He's like, yo, it's working already. What does this color mean? And it's blue. And so I just have like a Gratitude Gorilla popping in here going grateful. So this one's not a joke. It's more of like a little bit of a storytelling, and it's, sometimes they're wacky slapstick jokes, but sometimes we got to do a little more storytelling. And I really like the cartooning on this one. I'm pretty happy with myself here. So appreciate that. Let me see here. I'm scrolling through. All right. Okay. So get to talk a little bit about that. That's fun. I don't think I'm giving away anything crazy there by saying like some behind the scenes chats. In the parking lot. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Must be at work or something. Let's see. Okay, cool. Sometimes the chats get confusing to me. I don't know what people are talking about. So okay, let's give away. So yesterday, what I did was I said if you went to this comic on Instagram and you said the word "sit," the code word "sit" in your comment, was to get on this list. Where is it at? And I did update the names this morning, first thing. Thought wrong. I didn't see you in there today giving a comment. So you're not in this one. Thank you, Shep. Yeah, Empathy Elephant does look really nice. So this is for a Comfort Collection shirt. If you're not familiar with the Comfort Collection, well, you can be. Well, you can be. Let's just do. So you go to the shop section up here. We go to apparel, character comfort collection. We've got all 280 something characters on shirts. Comfort collection. Here's Hangout Hawk. You'll be able to choose any one of these 280 shirts. And we're going to give away at least one shirt per stream. I did like 4 the other night. I was just excited. For doing these little challenges or these little missions. And there's no purchase necessary. It's all for fun. Thank you for watching the stream. Oh, that's not the right thing. Let's tap this and see who's going to win the shirt today. Good luck, everybody. It is. Oh, it's going to be Hayes. What's up, Hayes? He's over on Instagram chat right now, I think, or he was. Hayes, I'll follow up with you. I'm going to write down your name, get you a code to use for a free t-shirt. And tomorrow, all right, I got an extra special thing to give away tomorrow. Hayes. Reagan. Got it. Awesome, Hayes. Thanks for doing the thing. Now, for tomorrow's giveaway on Friday, or no, Thursday. Is tomorrow Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Thursday's giveaway. What I want you to do first is go to this comic on Instagram right now and look at this sloth. Go to this comic. Today's code word is going to be mood. Code word. Oh, I'm going to change this. Code word mood. You know what to do. You're going to comment on the Instagram. Go to Insta. Use code word mood in your comment. Somehow. Like, what mood are you in? I'm in a good mood. Whatever. I wish I had a mood necklace. And then I'm going to gather all those things and I'm going to give away something extra special tomorrow. I'm going to give away one of these giant Macy's figures of your choice. I think I have in my personal collection 2 of each of these. I'm going to give one of these away. You can choose which one you want. The winner can choose. So, you know, we're talking this. Sorry, Peach. We're talking this. Right? We're going to give away one of these of your choice tomorrow on the stream. Okay, but you got to go and comment the word mood on the Instagram today in a word. Don't just write mood. I mean, I'll still put you in there. You can come up with something to say. All right? And, you know, we'll give away some of those. All right? Sound good? That's what's up. Let's do a mini break. So, yeah, I've got you. Do you see some of forget it. There's Common Sense Cow is right there. Okay. Let's do another mini. Courtesy of the minis team. We've got a pink. So, Peach, poor Peach. We got a pink versus a blue. In the chat, we're going to try to knock off the selfless sloth. Pink versus blue in the chat. We already have a blue coming in from Dog Mama over on TikTok. I'm going to wait for the YouTube to... I'm sorry, I haven't seen the comments on the other stuff. Uh-oh. Sorry, X. Okay, here we go. Blue. Blue. Gay. That's not a color. That's not a color. But welcome. Welcome to the chat over there on Instagram. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're happy today. Pink. Pink. Blue. And blue. James Lee, yours was the winning look of the day. You can't troll me. You can't. It's impossible. Don't get rattled. All right, let's see who's in here. You want a little ASMR for you. All right, ready? You want the sound of the cup opening? Let's. There you go. Oh my goodness. All right. Didn't think it was possible. But we've got a detailed, ambitious angel. And sorry, Sloth, you go bye-bye. I'm not even waiting for Helmet's vote. Helmet usually says beat, no beat. This is an instant beat. I just saw the character design. Well, say nothing. Say nothing there. Rewind. This is an amazing mini. This character design for this mini is great. All right. People watching everything I say. Could NIST have been could MIT have been an email? People's reactions on Facebook are so funny. I don't know. Orion says, you are the man. Positive vibes are flowing from you in excess. Thanks. I hope they flow through me out to the intertubes. Steve, brilliant recovery. Thank you. Thank you. Got to pivot. Pivot. What character are we designing? Nope. No characters. I did hear news to me. News to me, but I saw Gary was teasing on the Fanatic stream about new VeeFriends, you know. You guys know Gary, right? Like, I mean, if you follow Gary, he might just be like toying with you, you know, get you all riled up. People take it so like, did you hear? He just dropped the thing, and I was like, I don't know, you know. Of course, there's more characters, of course. I mean, there's more characters that just accidentally exist. You know, Bare Minimum Bob kind of popped up out of nowhere. Is he a VeeFriend? I don't know. You know, he's like an NPC. He's like a... I don't know what to call him. He's like an honorary VeeFriend now. Actually, I've had at least 3 people ask me, can you draw me a Bare Minimum Bob sketch card? And I'm like, no, I don't want to put in the effort. Do I ever take breaks and play video games? No. But I don't have anything against that. I used to. I used to play video games like Star Wars Battlefront and that stuff. I'd come home from work, my old job, and honestly, I needed that outlet. Needed to shoot some things. No, you just needed that, like, all right, I'm gonna run around and be a stormtrooper and or Jedi or something. But as an artist, what would happen to me every time was I realized I was using it as procrastination because I had a fear of getting to my own work, my artwork. And I would sit there and I'd spend 4 hours playing, or however long you could play a video game for a long time. And I'd be like, uh-oh, I could have spent how much artwork could I have gotten done in that amount of time? And then you kick yourself and then you're like, man, I suck. Oh, like it's a spiral when you're a creative. Same thing I've heard from musicians. I know some musicians that play video games and they're like, oh man, but if it's, I also suck at video games because I like to absorb the artwork. I'll run around a map and just look at things. I'll just be like, look at that. Look at that. Shep, it's a given. Right. I mean, there's even characters hanging in his office right now, if you didn't even notice that. There's like a cat that's in there that's not been mentioned, right? Like, there might be a couple others hiding out in there. Who knows? Another funny thing I used to do, what was the game called? Unreal Tournament. Got a funny story about that while I ink Dapper Dash Hound here. Unreal Tournament. Back in the day, I figured out how to. It was like we would go into the code of the game and we would reskin our characters. Well, I figured out how to make my character graphic look like the background of outer space and the background of an elevator, like the texture of the elevator. So what I would do is I'd make myself into the elevator and I just stand against the elevator wall. I look like the Predator or something. So people would run in the elevator and not see me. I'd shoot them. They would die. They would actually come in the elevator and like be peeking out, like looking around. and they couldn't figure it out. And the only people that would get me was when they would think that I was in the elevator somehow. And they'd throw a grenade in there and get me occasionally. But then I would change to my space outfit, and I'd go to the tippy top of something so that when they looked up, they couldn't see. It's like the Predator move. So I was one of those guys. People would be cursing me. You camper. Wow. I was like, this is fun. I don't know if you can do that in Fortnite, but in Unreal Tournament, you could, and it was amazing. People hated it. Oh boy, those were the days. But yeah, way too many comics to do. But I appreciate video games. I would really like there to be a VeeFriends video game. I've talked about it a little bit. It's one of my wish list items. Let's say I really would want, and we're just daydreaming here. This is nothing that's been confirmed or whatever. People have told me like there was a video game in the works or something, or we talked about it before, and I'll hear things like that. But I'm just daydreaming here. I'm like, that's a good out. I can always just say like DJ's just daydreaming on the stream. Don't listen to him. But what do you guys think? Like a cool VeeFriends video game would be rad. And I got a lot of ideas for that. And then I keep saying it over and over again, but I really want there to be a live action VeeFriends TV show or movie or something. I think a TV show would be killer. But I also think that if I was in control of a TV show, I'd make it so you couldn't stream it, you couldn't binge it. You'd have to wait week to week to see what's up. I like that. I like that better. Yeah. Live action based on the, the stories we're about to tell. So, for sure. That's how my brain works because of comic book land. One point I worked for Platinum Studios, you know. I worked at Platinum Studios. A lot of people didn't like Platinum Studios because, whatever. A lot of drama of people that are whatever. There's a lot of drama there, but Platinum Studios is good people. Scott Rosenberg always meant the best for people. He's the guy that did Men in Black and Cowboys and Aliens and stuff like that. If you can get Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig in your movie, amazing. Amazing. But my book, the they kind of lost money and the publisher went out of business abruptly. I almost moved out to California. They had me looking at houses and everything. They were like, "We want you to come out and be in charge of the whole entire blah 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 blah." Find creative teams, and I'm like, I was already building creative teams for them for some books like Kiss and some other ones. I don't know what the other books were called now. I can't remember. It was a long time ago now. But anyways, smart model. They were way ahead of their time as far as 360 entertainment. How a small idea like a comic could become a video game, a trading card game, merch, of course. And Gary definitely thinks in that kind of way, for sure. I mean, we've kind of gone in reverse with VeeFriends if you think about it, which is kind of neat. I like it because this is just me talking out loud here, but as I'm thinking about the overall uh, IP, but a lot of people don't know what VeeFriends is yet. But we've been seeding. That's how I look at it. Like we're almost like seeding the familiarity. Okay, these machines are in stores all over the country right now. Bowling alleys, whatnot. Bowling alleys, restaurants. So people see that and they go, VeeFriends Black Cat. And then when they see the Moonbug show or the YouTube show that's coming out, I'm not going to call it the Moonbug show, it's the YouTube TV show. When people see the YouTube show, they're going to go, oh, I've seen that. That looks familiar to me. And then we also have this great community of collectors out there that are also not just collectors and speculators. They're actually good people in our group who are out there as super fans. We have super fans before we have the big stuff, right? We've got the children's book and things like that. We do have a lot of things. But yeah, it becomes a ripple effect. So the familiarity of putting your brand out there ahead of time, I think it's genius. It gives you an edge so that, I mean, look at that. I mean, I can't imagine any other comic book proper or any other property that could say and show you something from like VCon, show you footage of VCon and being like, look, we have our own freaking convention that has these super fans that come, and go check eBay right now. There's people spending tons of money, $400-$500 on a trading card that you can only get directly, right? There's people that have collected every single NFT, the digital collectible. You like that or not, doesn't matter. Because you might not like trading cards, you might not like whatever, but it's incredible. So like my job, and this is what I'm good at, is comics and storytelling and stuff like that. Fun. Building up listening to Gary, number one. And his directive to me was tell as many stories as possible with as many characters as possible, make it make sense. You know, we're tightening up some stuff. Can't wait for the for everyone to read the comic the comic book. It's good stuff. But anyways, that's enough. That's enough talking about that, I guess. It does become a ripple effect. It takes time to build an IP. Yeah, and you know, the reality is that many fail. I've seen so many people. Listen, I've seen friends of mine um, option things to Hollywood and have a news release out and all that stuff, and the movie never gets made. And you know, but for a hot second in the comic book industry, they're hot stuff. They're a hot stuff hornet. Um, but job number one is making people fall in love with the stories and the characters, and we're not even there yet. We're just, you know, this is these comic strips are nice, and they're definitely my passion. But how do we really tell some stories that are going to do this? I always have this taped to my monitor. We want stories that make you laugh, think, feel, and cry. We're gonna make you cry. I'm gonna make you cry. No, but those are the best stories. If you can do all four, you got it. Commercials, everything. That's storytelling. It's the best. Whoever tells the best story wins. So it's not consistent static. Starting to hear a little static. Is it the background noise? Because I haven't changed anything. Is it the background music, maybe? Over on X? Well, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't changed any settings. Now there is some background music playing. Okay, there's none on IG. That's good. But thanks for the heads up. I do appreciate that. Because when I say that's annoying to me, it's not because you're telling me. It's because I want technology to freaking work. So, like we have like, I've got, you know, lots of dollars of equipment here. I just want to be able to plug in and push play and work. You know, would be cool. Shepard. What did Shepard say? What did Shepard say? Shepard said, "I hope to get the comic book, but I have a feeling it'll be too expensive for me to get." Yeah, I had some questions about that too. Like, when's the comic coming out? When's the? It'll be this soon. Who's here? Hold on. Somebody's here. There should be no one in my house right now. One moment. I need to check that. Okay, it's my wife. She was home. I thought she left. I thought you left. Okay. I was about to come and, you know, wrestle a burglar out there or something. It's my wife. Heard someone creeping outside the door, and I'm like, no. Nope. Ain't happening. I thought you left. I'm confused. Neoglyph, I don't know, man. I don't hear any. I mean, I can't hear the static. So hopefully, anyone on YouTube hear it? Nope. Not gonna worry about it too much. Um, let's get into this one now. Totally different one. New one again. Make sure you are. What on earth? Nerves are back to normal now. Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. There's someone in my house right now. That's not supposed to be. The kids are at school, and I thought my wife left earlier. Well, thank goodness. Um, take a look here at something else. Yeah. So I said about the comic being too expensive. I've had some questions about that. Well, yeah. I mean, issue number one, everyone's going to be able to read it. So it's not like you. Because by the way, it's going to come slabbed. That means it's going to come like graded to the goats. So let me just rewind that so it makes sense to people. There's a few people watching that have no idea what the hell we're talking about. The comic book number one is going to come out to gift goats. Gift goats are people that bought a special. Is there a gift goat on here yet? Nope. Oh well. Never mind that. Gift goats were a special digital collectible that people had, and they got a gift every month or every other month or something like that. That's all you need to know as far as what a gift goat is. But basically, one of the gifts was they get the first edition of the comic book. So, and it comes slabbed CGC graded. So, unless they're going to crack it open, they can't read the physical book. But Gary wanted to make sure that the hardcore collectors got the first edition of this comic book. Because think about this, I mean, we're pretty confident, and I'm confident that, like, would you have wanted to own a Spider-Man number one? So 555 copies out into the gift goat world, or 555 copies will be made, and that's issue one. However, the story, you will be able to read and enjoy the story for free. It's just that was a nod and a special thank you to the gift goats for that. Now, gift goats can choose to sell them, and that is true. So I can totally see that going for a few $100. But there's a J. Scott Campbell cover on there. It's a rare book, 500 copies. Especially if you can get J. Scott to sign it, that would be cool. So yeah, the issue number one in a physical format is going to be very rare, and it's for the gift goats. And if you get it, you'll buy it from a gift goat, or I think that's the only way you'll be able to get it. That's how Gary wants it, and I agree with that. He's explained it. It makes sense to me. But moving forward, you will be able to read everything. If you want to collect the physical books, the other books won't be like that. They'll be coming out a little bit different. We're making plans for that now for 2025. So that's pretty much all I know or can say really about that. Things are in the works behind the scenes. But I can tell you that I'm passionate about comic books and comics and comic storytelling, sequential art. I think that that's my passion, my personal passion. When Gary tells you to cash in on your passions and stuff, I'll go to the mat telling you that comics are the most powerful form of storytelling in the world over audio, over video. And sequential art has been that way since the Egyptian times because it breaks language barriers. You don't have to, if the cartooning and the artwork is good enough, you don't need to know the language. You can do that thing that I said you can do this in 4 panels or less, 1 panel even, if you're a master. And all it takes is one little drawing and it can spark a revolution. Really, honestly. Some editorial cartoons out there really rocked the world. Benjamin Franklin knew this. I'm just rattling on about my passion right now, but you know, old Ben Franklin drew that snake. It was all chopped up. It said "Join or Die." That was a cartoon, and that really helped cement the idea of the states need to come together. People need to be united instead of divided, and that created this idea, right? That's pretty, it changed the world. So when I say things like, do I think comics can change the world? Absolutely. And another reason they're the best is because guess what? You don't need $1 million budget to make a movie, or there's no bottlenecks. I can have a comic drawn up in a few hours that's conveying an idea, and we publish it to the world on the internet. There are no gatekeepers anymore. Really. Technically, I mean, there kind of are, but they're different now. So I'm just going to rattle about this. And yeah, so I will battle you, because people will be like, DJ, movies and animation and I'm like, that's cool. I love me some animation and movies and all that. But then when you really break down a movie, go behind the scenes at a movie, what's the first thing they do? Well, yeah, they do some scripting, the idea, the writing. But you have to do storyboards. You got to get the visuals right. You got to get the composition right. And those panel by panel, telling the story in sequence, is a comic that's been changed into a movie, right? So it all starts with sequential art. Gonna get the Willful Wizard staff out. Sounded like a loose wire, or you kicked a wire. There are no wires touching anything. I don't know. I am befuddled with that. Refresh the page. I can't refresh the page. My number one tip for composition would be this. I can put that question on the screen now. Isn't that nice? Number one tip for composition of a panel of any shape or size would be the focal grid. So we got tic-tac-toe, equally distributed. These points are focal points. And you want to have, so here, this is good because I got the signs. And this is pretty good, but I might bump this cave up here a little bit more, because it just is that your eyes are drawn to those parts of a photograph Even if it's like a panel like this, like a widescreen panel, it's still going to be the focal grid. So if you're doing photography or whatever, you want to line up, your shots will look even better if it's on, you know, if you have this man here standing here on the focal point going like, I'm alive. Yay. And then this person's like coming up, sneaking at them. I don't know. That's definitely a big, big, big unlock. You see these grids sometimes drawn out. The more you do it, I line it up pretty well in my own mind when I'm laying out, you know, when I'm laying out panels here like this. Look, we got her. She's looking up. These arrows are helping the composition point you to different ways in the panel. Some of them are making your eyes go back and forth all the way down, back to her, loops back around. It's kind of a game. Cut that. That's fun. The rule of thirds. Yeah, rule of thirds, focal grid. Helmet said the fuzz sound is probably the phone receiving notifications or a call. Maybe moving away the phone from the mic will fix it. The phone is over here. Just so you know, the phone is here. And it's being used as a secondary camera that feeds in the TikTok stream, which is then this view, my hands. But is the static back right now? Because that would be also my theory yesterday was that it's TikTok blasting some kind of interference in, but it's way far away from the microphone. So if you're hearing something, are you hearing anything? Chat? Not on TikTok. You have a different sound piping in. I can't be on airplane mode because I'm on TikTok. You see? Shep doesn't hear static. It comes and goes. Static has been going for a couple minutes now. I'm gonna have to re-listen. I'll re-listen to it. There's up like 500 people watching right now across all of our channels. So sorry if there's any static. Some people hear it, some people don't. I don't understand what it could be, but next time maybe I just won't broadcast to TikTok. We'll just go from there. Okay. I didn't do anything. But let me go ahead and grab that's the sound of it's time to pull from the minis jar. Let's do a season 1. We'll do a season 1. Let's do that. We'll do a season 1 versus a season 4. Let's do that. Peach is taking a little ride back there. Purple versus orange in the chat. I'll wait. Purple versus orange in the chats. What's going on? It's only a few seconds. Yeah, I think it might be something with TikTok broadcasting something in. I don't know. Spin it purple. Okay, got it. Here we go. Purple. 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 Purple always wins. I haven't noticed the static. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Last night was, or the other night was bad. By the way, I do have news about that. listening to me while I work on my comic. Nathan, what is your comic? Nathan Goodrow over on TikTok. I'll check you out. Let's see who's in here. We've got another Mojo Mouse. I love the detail of the tail that goes up the back like that and circles around. That's a cool one. I love Mojo Mouse. Took these to the drawing night last night, but it doesn't beat the Ambitious Angel detailed version here. She's got little lips and the little halo. Very cute. Does not beat. Put that in the recycling bin. No beat. It's confirmed. Helmet says no beat. Nathan published a story and turning it into a 16-page fun romance that takes place at a Ren Fair. Oh, I bet you Ren Fair people will love that. That's a great niche, or great one. Cool. What does the post-it note mean? Someone said. What's the post-it note mean? Get back to it. I'm going to put this on my monitor so that when I'm going to avoid social media and going down rabbit holes today, and that's going to be staring at me when I look up and I'm tempted. It's Dialed In Dog saying, get back to work. Get back to work. I have some news here. We'll talk again real quick. Just want to reset this. Today, if you go to the Instagram, find this comic. There's 500 people watching right now across all of our channels. Go to Instagram, find this comic, type the code word mood in the comment. Tomorrow's stream, I will pick a winner for one of these giant Macy's toys. It comes in a box. I got a few of them in my personal collection. Well, there's 520 watching right now. That just jumped up way big. I'm going to give away one of your choice. We've got them all. My wife is allowing me to. No, she's hoarding these toys. We bought a bunch of them when I first started working at VeeFriends. We'll let you choose one, but tomorrow I'm going to give away one of these large 6-inch. They're pretty big. This is way bigger than 6 inches, I think. I don't know. These are cool. You'll be able to pick of your choice the one you want. But in order to do that, you need to do code word mood in your comment. Don't just write the word mood. You can, but come on. Be clever with your comment. And then tomorrow, I'll put your names all in a spin wheel. No purchase necessary. Where's the spin wheel? It's gone. Wheel of names. Come on. No purchase necessary. This is just fun. I'm giving away from my personal collection as a little thank you for watching. I'll put all your names in the spin wheel. We'll draw that tomorrow. And that's it. I have news about the stream. As I warned the other day, I'm going to change the... can't show you that. The schedule, I'm not going to do a Thursday night stream now. It's going to be 8 a.m. We're going to change this right now, just so you know. Let's just put another layer up here. I'll explain why. And it's not going to be YouTube only. Let's not do that. I know many of you like to watch on the channels that you like to watch on, but it's going to be an AM stream. And the reason being is that I mentioned this in the chat, but one of my favorite music artists is on a special tour, Jack White. He's on a secret tour right now, and he's cruising through Pittsburgh. And we got to go Thursday night to see Jack in town. So, sorry, VeeFriends. I said I'll only cancel streams or change them whenever something personal comes up. And that's, I learned a long time ago. We talked about it last night at my drawing club. I didn't go see Temple of the Dog when they were having like a reunion show. And that was one of my favorite bands, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. It's one of my favorite bands. And the tickets were expensive, and we were like, oh, we don't want to, oh, we can't afford it or whatever. And we didn't go. And then a couple months later, Chris Cornell died. And I'm like, and we were like, what? So we've made a pact, my wife and I, that if it's an artist that we love, we're going to go support them and see them as long as we can when there's a special moment like that. And because you invest in experiences. So right now, what's really cool about Jack White is he's going around, he's driving his own van and going on these mini tours. He's playing like VFW halls, and he's giving like 2 days notice before a show. He finds a gig, just like his old school ways of doing it. And I love it. It's like the most Jack White thing ever to do. So, and the new album is amazing. It's called No Name. So, now you know. Now you know. That's what's up. We haven't gotten the ticket yet, but we'll get them today. Around noon or something like that. Yeah. So I'll also pin that story up. Sorry if it ruined your plans for it. The evening streams are fine. I'm doing them because they were requested from some fans. But less people watch, and I'm competing with a lot more things, and I'm also a little tired. I get up at 5 a.m. every morning. And so the nighttime streams, I'll still do them, but it's going to fluctuate. For the most part, this is a morning show. This is a morning stream. Your future self, your comfort zone. Make sure you're staying out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's really easy to fall into that. Say, like, I'm not going to go to that party or have that experience. I'm just going to stay at home and, not go out. I think when I'm thinking about comfort zones here, like I said, I do that drawing club last Tuesday of every month in Pittsburgh. I just put it out on Facebook and say, like, any artist of any kind can come. We talk about life. We talk about whatever. We draw together, come together. And I never would have done that before. Like, I wasn't really a strangers type of person. Like, and a lot of artists are like, they think that there's not enough. Like, I can't share my tips because I got to get mine, But there's so much abundance for everybody. And artists and creators need support structures around them. And we can only do that for each other. You're not going to get that with people that have been trained by society to, like, just be punching the clock and doing the thing and working the factories and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with any of that. But, like, for the artists and creators, we need to support each other. So that's my little give back. I do it for myself now too, even if only 6 people show up, 2 people show up. One night, 40 people showed up. That was crazy. I was like hoping we wouldn't get kicked out of the place, but they all bought food and stuff. So I think we were actually helping them boost their Tuesday night sales, which was fun. Yeah. So, but my comfort zone would have told me, just stay home and draw. You don't need to go. Spend your time. Drive to Pittsburgh. It's about an hour drive. Who knows if people are going to show up or not. Some nights you show up and there's just 2 people. But I'm like, it's the right people that needed to be there and needed some support. Last night I met Joe, and Becky came back out, and the one young lady, the couple, her man came out. Of course, Matt, I call him Traveling Matt. Just get to know people's names and their stories, what they're doing with their life. Like, hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a pharmacy tech, and like, just get to know. Like, it was really cool to see people that are coming just drawing for fun, for like stress relief, you know, and they have no ambitions to be a full-time artist or anything like that. But it's really fun to give them these minis too. Hey, let's open up a couple of these minis. Let's just open up this season 3 real quick as we wrap up the stream. Appreciate you guys watching today. I hope you have a great day. I hope you score some Jack White tickets if you're in the area. Let's see who's in here. We've got, oh boy, an accountable anteater. Detailed. Wow, look at that. You know, helmet, I leave it to you. Beat or no beat. Helmet. If you're there, I'm going to give you like 10 seconds for a runoff. 528 watching right now live across the channels. We'll be back here 8 p.m. tomorrow. Rewind, figure out how you can win one of these 6-inch Macy's figures. These things are only on eBay now and in my closet because I bought a bunch of them. Beat or no beat? I'm going to say it beats. Just because I really like the detail on this one. So we're going to end the day with an accountable anteater. I'm going to try to be accountable to myself today and not check social media so much. I'm not dissing any of you. I love you. If I'm not answering your DMs real quick or whatever, I'm busy. I'm busy working on some comics and some other stuff. This one's really good. I love this. These new seasons of minis are some next level stuff. Shout out to the minis team. Thanks again for sending me this wonderful vending machine. I love it. Mr. Squishy, Chase, the minis team. I just got to do a real quick plug for them. If you have a business or something out there, go to VeeFriends.com. Look up the minis section here. You can become a vendor, have a conversation with them. You can find a store that has them and go, start collecting these. That's what they look like in the wild. They're pretty cool. There's rarities, right? I've been pulling some fire here with these. Oh man, I'm not even showing the screen. What am I doing? Yeah, minis on the website. You can become a vendor. Find a store near you. There's a map all over the country. They're not international as far as I know. Thanks for watching, guys. 528 watching right now. Appreciate you guys. These are the seasons 1, seasons 2. I'm always looking for these details. These are the seasons 3 and 4. They're not technically out yet, but they'll be up on the website soon and out to the vendors. That's it. Thanks for watching today. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget, go do the thing, rewind, figure out how you can win one of these 6-inch desk minis or figurines from Macy's. They're kind of going to become pretty rare. They're out there right now, but go figure out how to do that. Go watch again, and I'll see you real soon. We'll see you next time.